Hello, hello. The level 58 blacksmithing quest is called Blade That Was Broken, possibly a reference to Lord of the Rings. Given to us by Fremondain in the Jeweled Crozier of Ishgard. Here we go. Oh, just the blacksmith I needed. As you know, Milady's turn in the final round of the tourney draws near. It is my wish that she wield her birthright, integrity, the sword of House Gervain. The blade has graced the hands of her forebears in countless battles. Now, well, suffice it to say that it requires a most thorough restoration. I have made inquiries with Master Berthale. He may be able to help, but he also made mention of needing to see the sword in person. Would you be so good as to take it to your guild master? Did you give it to me? You didn't hand it to me. You didn't even hand it to me. At least the other quests hand it to me. Oh, actually. Cool. Now, 182 is what it costs, both because it is one of my favored destinations and I have reduced teleportation rates. So, from the free company. So, taking advantage of that. Ooh, hold on. Was it? I think it's 45. Yeah. Okay. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45, swimming through the ashes of another life. No real reason to accept the way things have changed. Staring down the barrel of a 45. Everyone's petting their puppers. Alright, here's Berthale, our good friend and guildmaster. Mercy, I was just wondering when my favorite lass would show up. Did you bring integrity, or whatever House Gervain, or Gervon was calling it? Hand over the integrity sword. This was a fine blade once, but now it'd be easier to make it into a butter knife than a sword. What's the reason for wanting it fixed? Sorry, I don't remember what voice I did for him. I know it was kind of... whatever. Bleeding Hells, Mercy. They want it for their grand tourney, and you're not making a single gil from this? By the 12. What did I get you into? Still, it might pay off in the end. Heroes climb to fame on the backs of smithies, but the opposite's true too. You'll be famous if some champion is wielding one of your blades. And this Laurice sounds like she's got the right stuff. True of heart, cares for the people, resolves to be a leader, and so on. Of course, she'll want for a little tempering, but stick together and you'll both reach new heights. Matter of fact, I think there ain't no better opportunity for ye as a smithy. Any road, the sword is damaged beyond what I can repair, but have you ever heard of a bloke named Geralt, a weaponsmith living out in Hirstmill? H-Y-R Sam Tom Mary I-L-L, Hirstmill. Well, word is he's second only to the builder when it comes to restoring arms. If there's any in the realm who can fix this sword, 'tis he. Okay. That is... oh, that guy. I have heard of him. I have never done any of the quests because I was never at a level during that level cap when it made sense to. I had picked up the quest and then realized what it was and like, yeah, I'm not going to do this. I'm sorry. I'm sure it was... I'm not going to say fun. God, I mean, I remember how hard it was, how annoyingly long it took, and possibly you could say hard a bit, but to... what's your... probably becoming friends with the bird people. What are they called? Whatever, I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I played Final Fantasy XI and WoW long enough to know that, and at high enough levels, like capped levels, to know that those processes for gearing up, it's a lot. It's not something I ever liked doing. It's nice to finally get a piece that's awesome, but anyway. Doing the work, it's more like you have to find people to do the work with you. It's more like putting out others, but I guess the idea is you're all putting each other out It's like you help them, they help you, blah, blah. Here's Geralt. What? What nuisance have you come to drop on the anvil? He is a burly, shirtless, human, bald, hand over integrity. That sodden hunk of rust? I ain't touching nothing that ain't kettle-shaped for the next moon at this rate. What with all the orders I got. Drake, deal with this. Madam, please, madam, forgive my master. Is there anything I might help you with? He is a human, younger, 20s maybe. I'm afraid that even with my experience, I do not know how to restore this. But there's a chance my master might, if he'd calm down enough to listen, anyway. I think we might yet enlist his aid, but it might require some elbow grease on your part. Moneylenders recently took my master's favorite titanium lump hammer. I might have just got rid of mine, because I upgraded it. Damn it. If you were to make him a new one, just as fine, it might improve his disposition. At the very least, he might stop throwing half-finished kettles at me. It's kind of annoying I couldn't, like, yeah, whatever. Let's see if I can forge it just off the bat here. I've never forged one. So I guess that tells you something. I skipped over it for some reason. Probably because all my crafters were like 60 plus when I actually kind of jumped into this 56 to 60 range. So I just did adamantite instead, which required having some, what are they called, crafting scripts, which were fun to get. I'll tell you that I like those quests. They're fun. But a titanium lump hammer is 2 titanium ingots, a hollowed chestnut lumber, mithrite ingot. Wow, I have 12 of those? Damn. And wing glue, which I should still do, yeah. Let's make the glue first, just get out of the way. Wing glue, which you make 1, is 3 wyvern wings, 2 Ahriman wings, and 2 Dalmel saliva. I'm glad I didn't sell any of that stuff, because I was trying to get inventory out of here, but it's those are the hardest to those are the hardest to make, because the only way to get those is to either farm them yourself by killing monsters a lot, or to have your retainers high enough level to do hunts for them. But I have a ton, and I don't know why. Probably because I had to kill a lot of Dalmel for their leather, or their skins, or hides, or whatever. Anyway, waste not to innovation. Proc means precise touch. Basic touch. Standard touch. I still need 4 hundo, so we'll do a Bayergot's Blessing, and I can just 2-putt progress. Nothing special. So there's the glue. I'm gonna have to stand, so just cancel out of that. Go back to blacksmith. Hollowed chestnut lumber requires 2 hallowed water, which I have because I had to do that previously. And a dark chestnut lumber, which I have the logs for. It costs 5 dark chestnut logs. So pop over to carpenter and make the dark chestnut lumber first. Waste not 2, innovation, basic touch, standard touch, basic touch, standard touch. Sometimes you just don't get procs, that's fine. Bayergot's to cap us on quality, and 2-putt for progress. Finally got a proc that I can't use. I could have got CP back, but I don't need it. So. Alright, I don't need to pop up right now, so just click on woodworking instead. No, click on smithing. Right-click hollowed chestnut lumber, and click the HQ button there to pop them all in there. We'll clear up a little bit. We'll clear up 1 slot in my inventory right now, but still want to do a waste not to innovation. Basic. You don't need the innovation for this, but I like it. Basic touch, standard touch. I probably could have capped there. Oh, I capped with basic. That's awesome. Okay, and then 120 times 2 is greater than 210, so I don't need any veneration. To 2-putt. Now I need to stand, pop back into blacksmith. Titanium ingot times 2 requires 2 titanium nuggets. I'm glad that I did spend some time a couple of days ago or yesterday to do some more titanium ore, because I needed it for something and I just kind of got more than I needed just in case. But 5 titanium ore plus 1 iron ore plus 1 grenade ash equals 1 nugget. Crazy. Waste not 2, innovation. Oh, got a proc, but I clicked too fast, so I used it for basic. It's fine, we'll be okay. I'll use this proc. And a basic will cap us. 2-putt progress. There's nugget number 1. Need 1 more. Waste not 2. Innovation. Basic touch. Standard titch. Ricer titch. Got a proc and... So 820 won't cap us. Normally I would use precise, but I like to be, you know... If you could do the math and stuff fast enough in your head, you'd save CP no matter what, no matter if your math is slow or not. As long as your math is accurate, you would save CP doing Bayergots in that situation. As long as you cared about having a 100% chance to HQ. Which is like 98% chance. I've never so far, never not HQ'd when I've had a 94% chance or higher of HQing. It can happen, obviously, 6% chance to happen, but it hasn't yet, which is not to say that it won't, but... Titanium ingot number 1, I got a excellent proc right after our waste not 2, so it was a 1-putt for quality and a 2-putt for durability, and that was easy and fun. Next ingot, waste not 2, no proc, innovation, basic touch, standard touch. Basic will cap us. Basic will literally exactly cap us. 1936, subtract 36, no, sorry, I'm not gonna, okay, so anyway, 1612 plus 325 is exactly 1936. No, it's not. It's 1937, but still, sorry. I was really excited. It is far closer than it normally is. Okay. And then pop, don't stand up, just do smithing, click the HQ button. I'm actually going to use an NQ mithrite ingot just because that's the smaller stack, so might get rid of them faster, and the HQ sells better when I eventually have to sell those because I don't need them anymore on the market. Still going to do a muscle memory, even though not super duper needed. I'm definitely not going to follow it up right now, but innovation, basic touch, standard touch, basic touch, and I need 500-ish. Okay, so Bayergots will cap us on quality, and I will do, nope, will I? Yeah, veneration should pop us, yeah, I should, yeah, okay. It's kind of eyeballed math without actually doing it in my head, but I thought it was enough, and it turned out to be. We'll talk to Drake to continue here. Have you made a replacement titanium lump hammer, madam? Hand over the HQ titanium lump hammer, which is a level 57 main hand blacksmith tool. My, you clearly made this hammer with the smith in mind. It seems perfectly suited to delicate work. My master will fashion some fine kettles with this. Thank you for your efforts. I believe that with this, Gerald will be more willing to hear out your request. I'll talk to Gerald to continue. I heard what you did for me, so come on, show me the sword. Now, I ain't got all bloody day. Already handed it to you once. If I ain't mistaken, and I rarely am, this is an adamantite blade. Pure, too. Whatever smelting technique the ancients used got it purer than most modern smithies could. And you're asking if it can be made battle-ready again? I'm afraid it ain't possible, lass. Can't be done with that sword, and that's that. I'm shocked. But don't toss it just yet. The hilt's special. A reliquary. Means there's a saint's bone or summit inside. Reckon this sword is a treasure because of that. So, what happens if you forge an adamantite winglet in the exact shape and size as the original and enshrine the saint's remains in that? Aye, that's what you'll have to do to remake this integrity. Back to Fremondain for the tourney. That was dumb, but I liked it. Tourney. Pivot. Excuse me. Okay. Back to the Jude Closier. Right? Yeah, I didn't look, but that's where he normally is. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Fremondain. Have you found a means to repair integrity, Mistress Valkyr? Hand it over. Repairs are out of the question, then. I believe the bone in the hilt is Saint Phineas. Phineas? Frank I. Nancy E. A. apostrophe S. Phineas. It was rumored that House Gervain owned such a reliquary. Well, if the soul of the original can be passed to a new blade, then the sword must be remade. I dare say Milady's ancestors would find no fault in us for doing so. My mistress can use Saint Phineas' spirit in the final bout of the tourney. Come, Mistress Valkyr, let us forge her birthright anew. 1,113,840 experience points. No gil. Interesting. 240 fire crystals and a titanium lump hammer. NQ. As if that's some kind of, yeah. And then materia, which is going to be obsolete pretty soon here. I've already got all the materia that I needed. Or that I need, whatever. So, for the gear that I have, once I actually make the level 61 gear, I believe the rank... What materia rank do I have right now? The rank 5 materia will be what I use, but... I know Fremondain is busy, as he normally is. Dice shot... Oh, hold on. Can I go, like, right here? But while I sit directly in his way, making his job difficult, we will say goodbye. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.